The night of the fight, they weigh like a 20-18 pounds more than you. It is difficult. It's more difficult, but my power is there. If you hear the punches, my power is different. Yeah.
Going up 2 weight classes, really like 3. And early, I feel Terence will have great success. I mean, maybe he'll get Canelo's head snapped back or, catch Canelo early.
Our great fighters, but I think Canelo's just too big, and they mistake him as being just a guy at 168, not a regular guy, and Crawford being the more talented. But that's not the case.
Canelo Alvarez react to Terence Crawford's new training footage with measured respect. He admits that Crawford's style carries shades of Floyd Mayweather's slickness and acknowledges the discipline behind his preparation. Still, Canelo remains confident in his own ability, stating that while Crawford's skill and power are real, they are not enough to shake him. With determination, Canelo declares he is ready to dominate and prove his superiority once again.
Good, because first of all is the respect. If they treat you with respect, you do the same thing. That's what I think. So, and I'm always try to do my best there. Not because I need it or because I need to, because I really appreciate everything.
Yeah, look, and you've been fighting pro now for what, more than 17 years, I believe?
Almost 20.
Wow, yeah, almost 20 years.
In October.
Wow.
I turned 20 years as professional fighter.
One of the clearest distinctions analysts make between Terence Crawford and Canelo Alvarez lies in how opponents approach each fighter. Crawford, known for his technical brilliance and ability to adjust, often faces challengers who stand their ground. They respect his timing and counterpunching, but do not literally flee across the ring. With Canelo, the dynamic changes. Fighters often circle away, use excessive movement, and try to survive, knowing his power punches can change a fight instantly. Analysts highlight this difference as proof of Canelo's fearsome reputation. He is a fighter whose shots carry both physical and psychological weight, forcing opponents into defensive mindsets before the first punch even lands. This contrast underscores the stylistic intrigue of Canelo versus Crawford. Crawford thrives when fighters engage, while Canelo thrives when his pressure and power break their will.
I ain't even seen Gamboa run from Terence. As a matter of fact, I ain't even seen Victor Postal run from Terence. We ain't seen Madrimov in his last fight run from Terence but Crawford. But we do see people running away from Canelo Alvarez. People not trying to commit to Canelo Alvarez. We seen it with William Skull. Dude was just as cut up as anybody in the sport of boxing. Mother ever was running. The Cuban style, running. We already know that the Cuban school, man, they highly respected in the sport of boxing. He was running. Jamel Charlo, Iron Man Charlo. I ain't gonna say he wasn't running, but he wasn't committed. He wasn't committed the way that he was committed in the 154-pound division when he was knocking everybody else to get his titles, right? It was very uncharacteristic from Iron Man Jamel Charlo, a knockout artist, right? Even, I'm going to tell you like this, even Dimitri Bivol was going at it with Canelo Alvarez. 1-2, but he was jumping right back out. Jumping right back out. He beat him in the style that Dimitri Bivol beat him. But it's not like he went out there and had that killer instinct and go for the gusto and stuff like that with Canelo Alvarez. He wasn't just trying to go out there and get him. He was beep, 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 jump back out, jump back out, beep, beep, jump back out. Hold on, I don't want to stay in the danger zone, right? Even though that he beat Canelo Alvarez, but you understand what I'm trying to say. Edgar Berlanga. We see Edgar Berlanga using his footwork. We see Edgar Berlanga using his footwork and stuff like that, right? He made a good account of himself, but he didn't commit that the way he was committing versus Mantequilla and all his opponents, because Canelo Alvarez is different. Canelo Alvarez is dangerous. And I've been hearing, of course, a lot of people saying that Bud Crawford is dangerous, but ain't nobody. I never saw nobody that fought Terence Bud Crawford had fear in their heart, fear in their eyes. Even when they was getting beat down from Terence Bud Crawford, they still stepped to Terence Bud Crawford.
Canelo's sparring partners, who have felt his power firsthand, bring a unique perspective to the debate. One sparring partner expressed blunt skepticism about Crawford's chances, saying he cannot see, but carrying the extra weight. Effectively, the reasoning is rooted in experience. Canelo has fought and beaten bigger men at higher weight classes, including light heavyweights. Crawford, on the other hand, is moving up into unfamiliar territory. The added muscle may enhance his strength, but it also risks slowing him down. For a fighter whose speed and precision are central to his success, even a slight drop could be costly. The sparring partner's view reflects concerns that no matter how skilled Crawford is, the physical toll of carrying more mass against an elite puncher like Canelo could prove insurmountable.
I think Canelo's gonna win, but I tell everybody, man, as a business standpoint, I think it's gonna be a draw if it goes the distance. But I see Canelo getting the stoppage. I don't think Crawford's gonna carry that weight well. Even if he did put on weight, I don't think that was a good idea, especially coming up from a smaller guy. But it's gonna be a great fight. Two brains in the ring. It's gonna be a good fight.
Fernando Vargas, the former world champion and Mexican boxing icon, has made his stance clear. He insists Mexico needs Canelo Alvarez to win this fight. For Vargas, Canelo is not only a great fighter, but also a symbol of national pride, carrying the legacy of Julio, Cesar Chavez, and other Mexican legends. His success represents more than individual achievement. It resonates deeply with fans who see him as the face of Mexican boxing today. Vargas acknowledges Crawford's brilliance, but stresses the emotional stakes. Mexico expects its champion to defend national pride on the biggest stage. With the boxing world watching, Vargas believes Canelo must rise to the occasion and secure victory not only for himself, but for his country.
You know what's crazy is I'm a big Crawford fan as well. Like every time he sees me and my brothers and my dad at fights, he comes out of his way, shakes our hand. It's all respect. But I just feel the weight's a little too much, Marcos. I feel going up 2 weight classes, really like 3. And early, I feel Terence will have great success. I mean, maybe he'll get Canelo's head snapped back or, catch Canelo early. Maybe I could see Terence Crawford go southpaw because you see Canelo has had a bit of problems with southpaws. You could see Canelo, I could see him getting frustrated, picking him up like how he does, like when he gets frustrated. But I say 6th, 7th, 8th round on up, I think he'll figure him out. And we need Canelo to get a stoppage, if not get a get a knockout. I think it'll be great for Mexico and it'll be great for Razas. But I got Canelo, coming out with the victory.
Canelo's punches have stopped bigger men, and moving up in weight has historically challenged smaller fighters. But recent footage from Crawford's camp has silenced many critics. Training videos show Bud looking bigger, stronger, and sharper than ever. His weight gain appears to have enhanced his athleticism rather than diminished it. Analysts note that Crawford has managed to add muscle without losing agility, showcasing quick footwork and crisp combinations. This transformation has changed the narrative from doubt to intrigue. Instead of appearing undersized, Crawford looks like a man ready to embrace the challenge, proving that his preparation and discipline have allowed him to adapt to the demands of a higher weight class.